mean, I think art has I think art matters because art is beautiful and feeds our soul. But I think it can also have political significance. But I think in terms of feeling hopeful about the world order, I think if we take a long-term historical view, there is reason to hope. I think the world has survived just really many political catastrophes. So I think there's reason to be hopeful, but in a way that's very cautious. But it also, I think, requires political will. I really think that there's a certain failure of leadership in many parts of the world, and there's much more that could be done that hasn't been done. In other words, I think my point is that many of the things going on today are not inevitable. They did not have to happen.
Because we are human, we deserve dignity.